to the Jekyll and Nay Show. Today we have a very interesting topic that all African American women deal with every day. This topic is weaves versus natural hair. Today we have 6 lovely guests. Right now we have Ayana and we have Love. As you can see, Ayana has a nicely shaped fro and Love has a gorgeous weave. Now Ayana, I want you to tell us, why did you decide to become natural?
I decided to become natural because I was tired of living in the image of someone else. And I was tired of my perm. I was tired of my hair breaking off and scabs in my hair. I was done with it.
Okay. So how do you normally wear your hair from a day-to-day basis?
I usually braid it once a week because I like to change up my style. So it's usually braided, but this week I was just tired and just decided to rock my afro.
Okay, do you ever press your hair, like to make it straight?
No.
Or really, why?
Because I like being natural. I like having my hair in a natural state. I think it's the most beautiful type of hair on earth. I'm obsessed with my own afro. I don't want to wear it straight. Why would I want to do that?
Wow, well, because I know you said that the reason why you stopped wearing perms was because of the scabs. So a lot of people consider natural just no perms. Mm-hmm. So, you know, people flat iron their hair, they use the pressing comb and things of that nature. So I was just wondering, you know, why you wouldn't want to do that.
Well, I did it for health reasons, but I also did it for cultural reasons as well. I was just tired of living in the image of someone else. Black people don't have straight hair, and I'm black, and why would I wear my hair straight? You don't see white people or Mexican people putting on wigs for an afro or braiding up their hair and sewing in some African hair.
Right.
You don't see that going around, so I just feel like it suppresses our self-esteem. And it's just like it conditions people to think that it's more acceptable or more professional to have straight hair. When altering your self-image, or you know what I'm saying, that's not something that needs to be compromised. That's just like telling somebody it's not cool to have 2 arms anymore.
Right. That's an interesting topic. So Love, why did you decide to wear weave? Do you wear it often? Just tell me a little bit about your history with your hair.
Well, I do wear a weave often, something that I enjoy to wear. I try to change my hair up every 2 months, every month and a half, depending on how I'm feeling. Definitely I'll go from short hair to medium length hair to long hair. Sometimes I'll wear full length, a full weave with no hair out, and sometimes I wear my hair out. It depends on what the style is. It depends on what the weather is. The reason why my hair is short now is because it's the summer, and you know you don't want to have you don't want it to be too hot with all the long hair and whatnot. But I love wearing weave. It has like become a part of my daily routine as far as putting on clothes.
That's interesting that you say sometimes you do short, sometimes you do long. So you don't wear weave because of the natural factor of it? Like sometimes people wear weave to make their hair thicker, or they wear weave to, you know, at a natural length to make it look natural. So you don't care about people knowing that it's fake? Yeah,
it's not. I mean, honestly, some people can't tell that it's fake. It just depends on who the person is. I wear it because I don't like to put too much damage on my own hair. I'm one that constantly likes to curl my hair, constantly likes to do something. I love doing my hair, so I always have my hands in my hair. And in order to keep my own hair from breaking off, and in order to keep my own hair from being damaged, I wear weaves. It allows me to put wear and tear on the weave instead of wear and tear on my hair. I'm not losing my follicles, I'm not losing my hair's not thinning out. I don't do it for thickness. I do wear thick weaves depending on, you know, in the winter, you know, when your hair gets a little cold, you might want a little bit more thicker weave to cover the neck or whatnot. And in the summer, the weaves get shorter and they get thinner. So it doesn't really matter how thick or how thin it is.
It's interesting to me that you say you wear weaves, you know, so that your hair can get healthy and it won't break off. So do you ever wear your own natural hair?
I do. You will see me wearing my natural hair when I take my weave out.
So if you could say a percentile of how much you wear your weave versus your own hair, what would that
95%.
95, wow.
And 5% of wearing my own hair. And if you count wearing my own hair out with a weave, then I would go ahead and say 65%. But 95% I wear weave, 5% I wear.
So Ayana, how do you feel about that?
I feel like she made a couple of false statements actually, because my hair is thick, but of course I wouldn't say that. You know, I would say that it's really curly, but what we don't understand is we forgot how to take care of our natural hair. That's one thing that the perm and the weaves and the press and comb, that's one thing that has taken away from our culture, is because we have to have moisture in our hair. So what I do is I put, you know, shea butter or olive oil in it, you know, water, comb it out.
To make it softer.
Yeah, and then I don't never comb my hair with it dry. You know what I'm saying? That would break it out. I put water in it, I brush it, I comb it, and I section it and braid it up.
So you think it just takes more time to nurture your natural hair?
Yeah.
Is that a true statement?
Because it takes a long time to braid it and put a weave in it, or it takes a long time it takes about an hour, the whole perm process, you know.
Right.
I feel like it would take much longer, the same amount of time, not longer or any less amount of time, but it does take more. You're putting more care into it. Yeah, I would say that you're putting, you know, you're being mindful of the products that you're putting into your hair while you're combing it.
So love, hearing what Ayana's saying about if you actually, you know, put shea butter in your hair, take the time to part it and twist it up, just taking that extra time. What do you think about that? Like, would you ever consider being natural if you knew the proper way to take care of your natural hair?
I wouldn't go natural. Once again, I said I'm not going natural because I am tender-headed. And to literally comb through my own hair, and I would really have to take like a Tylenol, something extra strength, to comb through my own hair. And with natural hair, you know, as it does take more time, it takes more care. Yeah, you do have to know the products that you need to use to comb your hair and take care of your hair. But when you really look back and you think about the times that women were wearing their natural hair, they weren't wearing it that much because they were putting wigs and stuff on top of it. So they were still, you know, plaiting their hair down and braiding their hair and whatnot. So they still had, like, I guess you could say that falsified truth of what their hair was, I guess, if people want to identify themselves with their hair and whatnot. But I mean, being natural, it's cool, whatever, but what works for different hairstyles work for different people. And what works for me is my hair being permed, and I'm able to wear my hair permed is because I know how to take care of it, for one. It doesn't get breakage, it doesn't get damaged because I know the proper conditioning. As she uses shea butter, I use certain conditioners in my hair. I use ion, I use motions. I know how to take care of my hair. I know how to keep it healthy. I know when to wash it. I know how much heat to put on it and how much heat not to put on it. So yeah, I wouldn't go natural. It's not something that, you know, it's not something I would think about. Or